I'm in my best, you will never lose when you invest in me, we gon' prevail. You niggas been rapping fires, but your flow still. I thank the Lord, he woke me up, cause someone else didn't see this day. I used to dream about owning a lounge, hope that dream ain't far away.
Hello guys, so today what I'm going to be doing is making a face mask for my husband. Alright, so I'm going to be making a face mask for my husband using my Cricut Joy. If you can see it right over there. Use my M&Ms I'm munching on. So let's get started. So what I'm going to be doing right now is picking out the font for the mask, and my husband he's like in the music side, so he likes to play the bass guitar, he definitely know how to play the drums, so he's into all of the music, quartet, all of that stuff. So basically he just wants the jungle and he wants the musical notes, so I'm going to do that for him. And I'm also going to be making me a face mask as well. So whenever you are making this face mask, all right, so now that we have what we're going to put on the face mask, we just have to make sure that it's the correct size, make sure it's not going to be too big, or make sure it's not going to be too small as well. So right here it does give you the inches, and we are just going to be putting it on a white face mask, as you can see, one of these. Normally I purchase my face mask at the dollar store, Dollar General, Family Dollar, one of those. So you can also use one of these. It's a smart grip. You can also use one of these as well, to measure out the face mask, or like whatever it is that you're putting on it. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna do this a little smaller. And I do, I have a lot of Cricut paper, so I do like to test it out sometimes, and I make mine without the mat. And that's how it's gonna look right there. And just another reminder, when you are using smart iron on, this is the kind that you will need to use when you are using the Cricut Joy, to have to basically put it on cloth, anything, the t-shirt, pants, whatever it is that you're gonna put it on. So you do have to you know, make sure that it is the smart iron on. And another thing too, when you're doing this right here, if you can see it good, where it says mirror iron on, you do have to make sure that is on, because if you don't have it on, when it prints out, it is going to be backwards. So it's not going to basically be on your shirt, your pants, face mask, whatever it is that you're making. It's basically not going to be on there, and it's not going to look right, because you won't be able to read it. So make sure that you do have this turned on. And I am going to go ahead and do that. And I do have test paper that I am going to use. Now, this is a smart vinyl that I'm going to be testing it out on, and this is just some leftover vinyl that I had from when I was making stuff for my wedding. And you just basically have to make sure that you do select the correct material on here, right here for this setting. Alright, so it does want me to go ahead and load it onto the Cricut. Alright, so I'm going to load it right there. Alright, and then once that is complete, you will see where it says go right here in the corner, and you just basically tap on that, and it'll give you a little circle right here that says preparing, and you know, it's going to let you know when it's done as well. Okay, so when it's done, you'll see where it says unload material. You do have to pay attention to this in order for it to be able to come out right here. Okay, so being that I tested it out, I like to test mine out just to make sure, so I don't basically be throwing away any vinyl that I need to use, because it's a really short length that does come in the box. So if you can see it, this is a good size to use. So I'm going to go ahead and basically get this printed out on the vinyl that I do want to use. Alright, so the vinyl that I'm going to be using is it's the black glitter that I'm going to use, or I think I'm just going to do it with my holographic film paper that I have, vinyl. So I do have this holographic, and we do love this one. So I think I'm going to just use this one instead. and you do have to put it shiny side down. So you will have to put this side right here facing down, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna push next on the iPad and wait for it to load. And we're gonna click Smart Iron on. All right, and then we're gonna load it right here. And we're gonna hit go. All right, so it came out. It's ready. If you can see it, I'll move it around just a little bit. All right, like that. Okay, so because I do have to print something else out on this, what I'm gonna do is just basically cut it. And my husband also wants some musical notes as well. So we're going to erase that. Oh, let's go back to it. All right, and then it's called, if you can kind of see it good enough right here at the bottom, you'll see where it says images. And like literally when you want to make anything, like you can just come here, type in all sorts of stuff. It'll pull up quotes, pictures, little phrases, anything. Like when I say you can make anything with these Cricut Joys, you can make anything. So what I'm gonna do is type in music notes. All right, so now you see it says subscribed right here, because I do pay for like the monthly subscription every month for the Cricut, simply because, you know, sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, and you know, hey, why not go ahead and subscribe to it and just basically have access to all of the pictures and stuff like that without having to just click and pay for it every single time. So it's better to go ahead and subscribe. So generally I was gonna go with this one, but I do like this one, so I think I'm just gonna do 2 of these to put on his face mask. And we do have to adjust the size on this and make it smaller. So it does have to be quite small, you know, because it's going on like a little face mask. So then we're going to make it without the mat. And we're going to remember to turn on the mirror for iron on. And then we're going to hit next. Then we're also, I'm gonna test this one out also. Again, like on the same paper, just on the opposite side. And then we're gonna hit go. Right, now that it's done, we're going to unload it. So if you can see it there just a little bit, right there. So I do think that it is a nice size. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just print this out on my holographic vinyl. And remember, shiny side down, dull side up. All right, and we're gonna hit next on here. And we're going to select the correct material, which is the Smart Iron on. And then we're going to load it. And then we're gonna hit go. Alright, so now it is done. And we're gonna click OK. Unload the material. I have it right here. You can kind of see a little bit. Okay, so I am also going to be making me a face mask as well. So, um, I'm gonna show you which one I wanted. So I'm gonna do like a photo for mine, or like a little quote picture. So just like I said, you can come on here and type in anything, and literally like it's just different kinds of like ways people created it, the pictures, like little quotes. So this is the one I want. It says have faith, and it has like butterflies going from it. I think that's really cute. So I'm gonna do that one, and we are going to definitely make this smaller. Now, y'all, I don't have a ruler or nothing, so I just basically eyeball it, because I've been making face masks and stuff like that for like a little over a year now. So I kind of just basically eyeball it. And just as I said, I am going to test it out. So I think that this should be a good enough size for my mask. So what I'm gonna do, without matte, which is when it says without matte, basically is just talking about without this, without the smart grid or standard grid, whatever you want to call it. So now that I have this right here, always remember that when you're doing the smart iron on vinyl, you do have to turn your mirror on. So I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to hit next right here. And just for my test subject, I am going to do the permanent vinyl. And I'm still going to use this same one. And this is just so I'm not like, wasting vinyl. So, and this going to print right over the top of it, but it'll be okay because we're not using that. Alright, so that is done. Okay. Ooh, that's going to be gorgeous. Let's see. Yep, so that size is going to be big enough after me basically doing my little measurements like that. So, I do have some glitter purple vinyl. I was going to do like this one, and I did get this from Hobby Lobby. But because I'm doing a white face mask, I do want the words in the picture to stand out. So I am going to go with like a darker color. So I'm just basically going to use this one. the smart iron on. Make sure you do have the glitter side down for this one. And you do have like the dull side up. And we do have to load it. And we're gonna hit go. So this is what you're gonna need to weed it. And this is the one that that was for my husband. So you can see it right there. So basically, I'm just going to weed it with this little tool. Alright, so I'm going to begin. I did cut it this small. So this is the one with the musical note that was for my husband. So I'm going to just go ahead and start weeding this out. And what you're going to do is just basically be pulling all the extra vinyl off. And you do need to, you know, be careful with it and pay very close attention. All right, so while this one is done, we're going to say okay and unload that one. You can see it just a little bit, but I'm going to get to that one. All right, so and if you like me to the point where you just done kind of became so used to doing it, and you know, feel good enough, you can definitely just take it off like that. So you do have to pay very close attention to like the little parts like this, because like for instance, like this part right here, we do have to go in and basically take that out, and that's just so like the whole detail of it basically shows. But you do need to be very careful with this part. And there are like some really small ones on here. Like the really small holes. All right, so this is with me basically finishing like the weeding process for this right here. And this is the one that I'm doing on my mask. And this one says have faith. And the other one for my husband, this is the one that says the jungle, and it basically has the music notes. So what you are going to need next for this next part is the little iron, and you can purchase this also from Cricut. And it does have this as well as like the little holder to go to it, you know. So what, you know, I like to do, you can also purchase this as well as like the little mat for whenever you are ironing things, or, you know, just, you know, basically doing whatever you would need it for. So I like to like iron it out. Basically make sure it's kind of flat just a little bit. And it just keeps sliding everywhere. Alright, so now that I have that flat like how I want it, I'm just going to take this and I am going to lay it on there like that. Basically make sure it's straight. And I'm also going to take my musical notes and layer it like that. It's no specific way or no special way that my husband said he wanted it. So I know he just basically said he wanted the jungle and music notes for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it's cute. And so you just basically take your iron, your little Cricut mini iron, and just iron it on there. Press it out. Leave it like that. So I do like to leave mine on there for like maybe a minute or two and let it sit, you know, just to make sure that it does stick all the way on there. So I'm going to sit this one aside for a minute while I go ahead and basically put this on my mask. And make sure you do pay attention to what side is on you're putting it on, so you don't, like, you know, put it on the wrong side. And just again, you know, flatten it, iron it out so that it is straightened. And then you're gonna take it and make sure you do position it to where it is straight and not crooked. Then once you have that done, you're going to take your little Cricut iron and press it on there. Yeah, my husband in there cooking some burgers, and them things smell so good. But I ate already, so I'm not eating none. I went to my mother-in-law's house, and she cooked, so I got some of her food. Because I did not feel like cooking today. And also, while I am doing this, I do want to definitely thank all of my subscribers. I do know that I did just start it out on my channel. I am new to basically creating YouTube content, the vlogging, everything. Like, I'm new to the whole thing. So, you know, just bear with me as I do definitely try to get some content up for you guys to see. And this is one of my little favorite things that I like to do, which is make stuff with my Cricut. And that's just anything. And he just wanted it plain and simple like this. So this is the finishing touch for the mask. It's this. I like it. It's pretty. His is nice and simple. Men always like to keep stuff nice and simple sometimes. So this is the mask that I created for him. And now I'm going to make sure mine has stick on here. Ooh, this is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Gosh, this is so gorgeous. Oh, that is so pretty. And this is the face mask. Oh, this is so pretty. With the butterflies. Y'all, faith is my favorite word. I love faith. It's strong. You got to have faith in this world. Okay. So that is all for today. I do want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching me as I make a face mask today for me and my husband. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, like, comment, share, and subscribe.